Over 20 million cats and dogs wind up in shelters in the United States every year. Over 15 million of these are euthanized. Many caring people and programs all across the world are fighting to keep animals safe from neglect, brutality, and extinction. Protecting animals is our duty, and there is need for a change on a global level. In this video, we're going to discover some ways to protect animals and how you can become rich by protecting nature. That's right, you can become rich all by just protecting nature. So, keep watching this video so you don't miss any steps. First, let's take a look at 20 ways to protect animals. Let's get right into it. Number 20. Buy cruelty-free products. Most consumer products, from soap to cosmetics and cleansers, have been ruthlessly tested on animals who've been poisoned or blinded on purpose. Examine the packaging and only purchase products that have not been tested on animals. Number 19. Provide a wildlife sanctuary. Leave a portion of your yard wild by planting bushes and ground cover. The more varied your yard, the more birds and small mammals you will attract. Number 18. Leave wildlife in your attic or chimney alone. If an animal has built a nest in an underused area of your home, leave it alone for a few weeks until the babies have matured. They will most likely go out on their own. After the family has left, seal up all entry points. Number 17. Call and write companies that currently test products on animals. Tell them you will not use your money to cause animal suffering and that you are aware that these tests are not required by any regulatory agencies. Many cosmetics companies, like Revlon, transitioned into animal-free testing due to consumer pressure. Number 16. Do not patronize dog tracks. Every year, the greyhound racing industry produces roughly 50,000 puppies. Only 15,000 of these animals become racing dogs. The remainder are either retired, employed as breeding stock, or exterminated. Greyhounds who became racers live in cramped cages, usually no more than 3 feet in diameter. Number 15. Oppose bullfighting. The bullfight, a brutal display of human power, pretends to be a struggle to the death in which any participant, bull or matador, may die. In reality, the bull is never going to win. The injured animal is stabbed in the side before being thrown into the arena, where he is tormented until he becomes enraged and then stabbed repeatedly until he dies in agony. Number 14. Boycott the rodeo. Rodeo sports such as roping, bucking, and steer wrestling are uncomfortable and often lethal. While the audience only sees the animals perform for about 8 seconds, there are hundreds of hours of unsupervised rehearsal sessions. Number 13. Boycott marine theme parks. Captive marine mammals regularly die of pneumonia, ulcers, and other stress-related disorders because they are unable to use sonar to find a partner, escape the commotion of onlookers, or move hundreds of kilometers with their families. Dolphins in the wild can live for 40 years, and orcas can live for 90, yet in captivity they rarely survive their adolescence. The Cove is an incredible and terrifying documentary about the process of acquiring dolphins for amusement parks. It has the potential to change your life. Number 12. Do not attend circuses. Animals are not born with the ability to ride bicycles, balance on balls, or jump through fire rings. Trainers utilize whips, tight collars, muzzles, electric prods, bull hooks, and other harsh tools of the trade to force them to do these perplexing and physically terrible tricks. Number 11. Find alternatives to zoos. Animals are fascinating, but think about observing them in their natural environment. Zoo animals would prefer not to be human entertainment after being victims of illegal trafficking, separated from their families, and kept in captivity. Watch National Geographic movies, read zoology books, and go to wildlife centers instead. Number 10. Buy non-leather products. Leather accounts for approximately half of the byproduct value of beef animals grown for meat. There are other options, including satin, fabric dress shoes, synthetic jogging and hiking shoes, and canvas recreation shoes. Number 9. Drink alternatives to cow's milk. Dairy cows are artificially inseminated and confined to feedlots in order to maintain high milk production, so try to avoid it. Soy milk and nut milks are low-fat, nutritious alternatives to cow's milk. Number 8. Keep cats indoors. Cats that live indoors live longer, safer, and healthier lives. Cars, pesticides, feral cats, and storm drains are just a few of the reasons why cats should be kept indoors. Cats don't feel deprived when they have affection and shelter. Number 7, provide exercise for your dogs. Dogs require exercise such as walking, running, digging, and exploring. Find a dog friendly park in your area or work with your community to develop one. Number 6, report abuse. If you see any kind of cruelty or abuse, contact your local animal shelter. It is widely accepted that violence towards animals foreshadows aggression against humans. Dogfighting is a crime that must be reported promptly. Number 5, support your local animal shelter. Animal shelters and SPCAs are always in need of volunteers to assist and socialize cats and walk dogs, foster animals, and clean cages and pens. If you're unable to volunteer, please make a donation. Number 4, take notice and take action. Never ignore stray animals on the streets, where they can succumb to disease, malnutrition, and human violence. To report a lost animal, contact your local animal shelter. Number 3, never give an animal as a gift. Many animals have been abandoned because people are unable to care for them. First, talk to your friends and family about it. Number 2, never buy an animal from a pet shop. Adopt your pets from animal shelters. Pet stores purchase from puppy mills and large-scale breeders, which contribute to the population crisis and whose overbred animals are frequently unhealthy. Number 1, spay and neuter. Millions of dogs and cats are euthanized in animal shelters every year. Spaying and neutering helps to reduce overpopulation and extends the life of your dog or cat. So, let's get to the best part of the video now. How can you become rich by protecting animals? You can do so with the help of Cow Inu. Cow Inu has introduced a new concept in blockchain technology. It is known as proof of protection because proof of work is a reckless design that destroys our ecosystem, while proof of stake benefits the greatest stakeholder while providing no value to nature or its equilibrium. Proof of protection, our revolutionary new ideology, alters the attitude of the standard crypto reward system. When our system is fully established, those that protect animals will be rewarded. Consider a world in which you are compensated for protecting a cow, a dog, or a cat. Consider a world in which you can become wealthy simply by safeguarding nature, trees, air, and the earth, or anything else that an ecologically conscious individual or group would protect and save. There will be a lengthy process for validating, certifying, and approving POP workflow. We have put aside 10% of our coins for POP payouts. Doesn't that sound amazing? So, what are you waiting for? Visit cowinu.com for additional information.